Hi guys and welcome back. My name is Amanda, also known as Mermaid Hair Donut Care, like donut. Um, Today I have something really fun, or I think it's really fun, planned. My last video that I should have been posted was my first impressions with the Oden's Eye Christmas palettes, all four of them, the two from last year and the two from this year. And then this video is I'm going to do a palette bingo using all four of the palettes, and I am super excited. So I'm picking 5 shades. I did already draw the random numbers. I didn't actually look at the shades yet, though. They're all still in sleeves. I have not cheated. But I mean, even if I did, I made my own rules. So I did 5 shades. I did one from each, and then I put 1 out of 64 and picked a final 5th shade from all of them, like randomly from all, could have been from any of them. So if that sounds interesting to you, and I hope is super fun because I love palette bingos, but this is the first time I've ever done a palette bingo with 4 palettes. So I do also plan on doing another palette bingo coming hopefully shortly after this one with 4 of the Glam Light Happy Hour palettes. So if this works out well, I'm hoping that one will also work out well. So let me get into picking the shade, or showing you what shades were randomly picked. Okay, so these are being picked in the order that I use them in because that just is what made the most sense to me. So the first is the Merry Christmas palette, and this one is number 5, which is this shade right here, Snowman. I'm going to try and swatch them as I go, but I'm not the greatest at swatches. But oh my god, that is stunning. Next is the Christmas Eve palette. And now the Christmas Eve palette, the number that I got was 3. I'm going to take the plastic pieces, which is the shade Silvery Dream. Okay, so we have 2. Where's my hand? There we go. 2 shimmers right now, but 2 shimmers that I think will probably work decently well together. So that's good. And then out of the 3rd palette is the Hey Reindeer palette. And for the Hey Reindeer palette, we got shade number 10. So 8, 9, 10 is Candy Canes, which is actually my favorite shade that I used out of this palette. Oh, we have 3 shimmers so far. Not that I haven't used 3 shimmers in a look before, but I'm hoping we get a matte here at some point. Okay, first Snow Dream. I'm just taking, there we go, that plastic piece off. I don't know why I left those on, but I left all the plastic pieces on. Was number 9. So 8, 9, which is Snowflake. This minty green. So I'm hoping the last, ironically enough, that is one of the only shades, not only, that's one of the shades that I have previously used from this palette. Okay, and then the one that was the total, I got number 20. So if there's 16 out of each palette, that would make it the Christmas Eve palette and shade number 4 out of the Christmas Eve palette, which is the shade Nightfall. I ran out of fingers on that hand, which Nightfall actually happened to be a shade that I have already used as well. Oh, it's so pretty. So I don't know. I think I can actually do something with these. Huh. Interesting. It's going to be a very like greeny tealy look with like a little pop of like pink, but I feel like I can do this. Okay. Now I just need to think, and we'll get into it. I'm so excited that we got these 2 mattes though, and I'm excited because I feel like they already go well together. So I just have to figure out where to place the shimmers, and this look will be super pretty. All right, we are primed with the Urban Decay Potion Primer. Primer Potion. Why did I say that backwards? Primer Potion. My brain's not fully there today. And then I do just want to state that I am not doing any base makeup today. I probably would have already had it done, but today is my day off from work. And does anyone else feel like they cannot do face makeup 7 days a week? Like, I think my skin would absolutely hate me. Like, I already have a couple like little red marks, so I'm not trying to make my skin any more like angry. Not that it is super angry right this second, but I feel like if I don't give my face a couple days to just chill, then I'm in for it. And I don't want to be in for it. Okay, so I'm taking the shade Snowflake, which is that light minty green from the Snow Dream palette. And I'm just going to start with that in my crease. Ironically enough, when I use the Snow Dream palette, this is exactly how I started as well. I did feel like I had to build this shade up. I will say that. It is obviously like a pastel. Oh, I'm using the Lunar Beauty LBE1 brush. It's like a fluffy brush. I love Lunar Beauty brushes. I have a couple like set of brushes that I just kind of like rotate through until they're dirty and then I wash them all and like start over. I feel like I have a lot of brushes, but I feel like I don't use all of them. That's pretty much where I want to go with that. Okay, as I was sitting there thinking, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go with a halo eye. I feel like it makes the most sense for the shimmers that don't really go like with the mattes, that it just be like a pop of bright fun shimmer like in the middle. So I'm gonna roll with that and see where that takes me, because the mattes are so nice together, but the shimmers don't really make too much sense yet. I'm gonna try and make them make sense. Okay, so I'm taking a Singe Beauty E01. I just did that upside down. Oh my gosh, hands in the way. E01. It's like it's not a flat brush. I don't know. I just like using it for my outer corner a lot of times. I'm taking the shade Nightfall, which is that really pretty tealy shade from the Christmas Eve palette. Now this is like a medium blue. I really wish I had also like a darker blue, but I do feel like I can still make this work. Something like that. Okay, so I blended it out. I added it to my lower lash line, and I definitely made it a little bit more dramatic than I normally would for like when I'm going to work. Because again, I'm still not trying to like scare them yet. I haven't done anything like crazy over the top dramatic for work yet. We'll probably get there at some point, but I don't think we're there yet. I'm still like only a little more than like a month in, so I'm trying to take it easy on them for now. Okay, from the Christmas Eve palette, we have Silvery Dream. It's almost, so it says Silvery Dream, but it's almost more of like a somewhat like taupey color with like silver in it, if that makes sense. I'm just putting that, was gonna try and keep it more towards the edges of the blue than in the middle, but because it's so glittery, it kind of got in the middle also. But it's actually a really pretty color, like on the lid. The little flecks in it are super pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna take the shade Snowman from the Merry Christmas palette. This one is so pretty. It has like blue and green like reflex in it. And that's the one that I was gonna try and just pop like in the center here. It's so pretty. I don't know if it's showing up as wonderfully on camera as it is in real life, but it is so freaking pretty. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, and this is way too long for me. Um, I do not work well with long nails, but I'm also broke, so I try to push it far out as possible. So I usually go like just once a month, but I left them a little long last time, and now they're in my way for my job too, when I'm typing, for all the things when I'm doing my makeup. So I cannot wait until tomorrow to get them done. Okay, so I don't want that to be it. I think I'm gonna do maybe just snowman on my lower lash line. I might actually use a brush for my lower lash line, because when I use my fingers, I feel like I just get the glitter everywhere, like literally everywhere. So I'm just taking a small Morphe brush that I usually use for my inner corner, and I just took some of the shade Snowman, and I'm just popping that in the center with hopefully getting any in my eye. That would be okay. I always feel like I look a little crazy with some halo eyes before it's actually done. I'm taking that same brush. I just cleaned it off, and I'm using the shade Candy Canes from the Hey Reindeer palette. Now it's like a pink base, but it has like a bunch of like yellow, green, orangey reflex, and I just wanted to put that on my inner corner just to see what would happen there. And it's really pretty, looks super pinky. I kind of love that actually. Um, I'm hoping this all comes together when I put like mascara and eyeliner on. It usually does. Usually it's like a little trust the process moment. You know how those go. Um, Overall, I'm okay with how it looks. I wish I had one maybe different color matte, and then I would have probably done that on my under eye. But I'm going with what we got here. I do love these shimmers. They're so pretty. I maybe should have put a shadow under them to give them like a base, because they're rather translucent. But I'm going to come back with the finished look. Again, I'm not doing my base makeup, so um, I'll probably just come back with like my eyes and lips done. So, all right, guys, here's the final look. Like I said, minus base makeup. I did take a blue pencil to my waterline. This is the Elli Beauty waterproof gel liner in the shade Sky. This is one of my favorite waterline colors to use ever, and I love Elli Beauty. I do have a code with Elli Beauty. It is mermaid hair. All of the codes, any affiliated code I have, is in the description box. So if you were interested, I'm obsessed with Elli Beauty. And then my lip is the Kaleidos. What are these called? The Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Dune. It's the prettiest, like neutrally. It almost has like a pinkish to it, but it's more orangey. That makes no sense. I'm making zero sense, but I'm obsessed. And this formula is so nice. I just tried these for the first time within the past couple months, and I've only used them like 2 or 3 times. So I have this one, and I have another color of this formula that I cannot find right now. But I love this shade specifically, and I do love the formula. So I'm just throwing that out there. So this came out actually super cute. I really do like it now that it's all together. Not that I didn't like it before, but I love the shimmers. I do wish that they were a little poppier. I do wish I did have a darker matte shade that I could have just like intensified the outer and inner corners with, But overall, I do think this came out really cute, and I would absolutely wear this out. Not that I'm going anywhere, because I don't think I am. It's disgusting out right now, and I just wanted to film this. So that is why we're here. Um, so I really do love this, and I do really love these Oden's Eye palettes. I do think the shimmers and the mattes and the formulas and the color stories and everything are just amazing. I really, really, really am happy to have them in my collection, and I can't wait to keep using them because I plan on using them all year round, not just in Christmas time, even though Christmas is my favorite time of the year. But I plan on using these all the time because they're just so good, so amazing, and I can't wait to see what other looks I can get out of them with colors I haven't used yet, because 3 out of the 5 shades that I got in this bingo I have already used. So I can't wait to see what I can do with ones that I haven't used. I also have been doing a lot of blue, like tealy green, like minty green looks recently, and they always just give me like Ice Queen, and I'm so here for it. This actually, especially, I feel like is giving a little bit of Elsa vibes, just because I do have that little pinky, almost pinky purple vibe on the inner corner with the blue, but like the icy blue, and then the light middle, like it's giving Ice Queen. I like it. It's giving Elsa vibes for me. And I'm very much here for that. So I really do help. I really do hope you enjoyed this bingo. I love doing them, and I can't wait to do so many more of them. If you have any palette suggestions that you would like to see me do bingos with, I would love for some suggestions, or anything that you want to see from me. I absolutely, absolutely, absolutely love when people request things, because it makes it easier for me in a sense, where like someone actually is interested in seeing something, and it gives me the drive to like make sure I get that content out. So I really do hope you enjoyed this. If you could follow, subscribe, like this video, follow along on my makeup journey here and on TikTok and Instagram. It's all 3 of those places is the same handle. It's Mermaid Hair Donut Care, and I really hope you do follow along, because I have so much makeup, so there's always more.